more of the American Dream coming up next. Here to talk about what's happening in the real estate market, how interest rates affect his buyers and sellers. Our good friend, real estate elite, George Lorimer. George, good to have you on the show, man.
Thanks, great to be here.
Happy holidays.
You too.
Yeah, so we're at the end of the year. How are we finishing up here?
So yeah, that election really is something. So we've seen the mortgage rates go up. Because
a lot.
Yeah, and so that is having an impact on people. I think they were waiting to see how the election went, and since the election happened, the interest rates have gone up, so the market's been a little bit slower. So we don't know if it's a seasonal thing impacted by the election, or if we're just seeing kind of a permanent slowdown.
So I'm going to give a piece of advice just to kick us off already today. My first piece of advice is waiting to try and time a market on your biggest investment, your home. Right, where you're going to live, build memories, raise your family, is not a good strategy, especially on interest rates, because they're going to be volatile no matter what. See this pen? Imagine these are stocks and these are bonds. When stocks go up, bonds go down, right? Because money is flowing out of bonds into stocks, so the yields attached to those bonds, they go up. That's your mortgage rate. And so with Donald Trump coming in, creating some sort of confidence in the market, which is interesting, it's caused a sell-off, and the yields have gone up on them. So rates are higher, but that doesn't mean they can't go back down. They can go down because there's a terrorist threat. They can go down because something happens, or Janet Yellen says something, or Donald Trump sends a funny tweet. Literally, that can cause mortgage rates to move. But do you, so we know they've gone up.
Right.
Do you see your clients reacting now?
I do.
Because they were waiting before. Now are they having a freak out moment?
Right, because the prices are high. So the average home price here in San Diego is about $707,000 for a detached home. So it's expensive.
I love the about $707,232.58. So $707,000 is the...
Right. So if rates are going up 0.25%, people are really, they're thinking about that payment. It's important to them. So that it is having an impact on people. But what we're seeing is here, if rates go up, is it enough to get people off the fence, Craig? Or is it enough to prevent them from buying a quarter or half a point?
Yep.
I would guess it's probably frustrating to them. Man, why didn't I lock that in when it was lower?
Right.
But they can still buy, but mentally they're getting a little scared that they might go up longer term.
Yeah, you're going to be a dog chasing your tail if you're trying to sort out. What you have to do is you have to sit down with a true professional, analyze your short and long-term financial goals. If you're a first-time home buyer, what are you paying in rent? If you're a move-up buyer, does this make sense? I mean, really go deep on the analysis of your goals. And then if it feels good, go with it. Don't chase the market in interest rates. And something to keep in mind as well, which I think is a big takeaway, is that interest rates the interest attached to them is tax deductible. So even if your payment's going up, that's purely a write-off.
Right.
So anyway, real quick, if you have questions on this stuff, you want to reach out to us, go to craigsewing.com. There's a contact form. Buying, selling, we just talked about tax benefits, CPA, you need an introduction, whatever it may be. Visit me online. I'm happy to introduce you, certainly to guys like George. I cut you off.
Oh, so I was just going to say, so in addition to the mortgage interest deduction, you have the property tax deduction that comes off your mortgage. And keep in mind, Craig, people are buying stuff all day, 3.5% FHA, 0 down to our veteran heroes, 5% down conventional. So you don't need a ton of money. And think of this, last year over year, they increased in price 9%. So that's an incredible. So if the average price is, $700,000 and you have a 9% increase and you put down, say, 5% down, $35,000, you have an incredible return on your money.
Yeah, and for some of these, like the military, no money down. If you are a civilian, it's no brainer if you've served. If you haven't served, even those funds can be gifted.
Right.
In some cases. So I'm not an underwriter for mortgage loans, so I don't go too deep on this stuff. But I think the biggest takeaway here is don't wait and question. And so much, it's great that we have access to information online, but that is not where you get financial advice. There's so much clutter in there. So be careful. All right, so we are ending the year. Any predictions for 2017? Of course, we're just telling people to not predict to do that, and now I'm making you do it. So, but, I mean, what do you think? Do you think we're going to be in an appreciating market?
I think so, but I think it's flat. I think it'll be fairly flat. I think the chances of appreciating a lot are about the same as decreasing a lot. So I think it'll be pretty flat. Maybe, traditionally California is maybe like a 4 to 5%. That's kind of a flat market for us.
2% is good, right? Because keep in mind, you're paying down principal, getting tax advantages. You got any listings?
Yeah, so we got a great one here. So this qualifies. It's in Mission Valley here. So it's one of the luxury ones. It's right on the San Diego River in a beautiful complex called the Lido. So it's big, spacious. I mean, Craig, you feel like you're at a resort. Over the pool, huge clubhouse, San Diego River, trails everywhere. So this one's listed $575 to $599, so it's a value range, and it qualifies for our move up to any of our listings, and we'll buy yours for cash.
All right, so if you're interested in moving up, this could be something you can run. So the cash offer is, it's a strategy for George to help you basically bridge the gap between the sale of your home.
Correct.
And, of course, buying the new home. You know, Mission Valley is an interesting area. It's really developing. It's a really cool area. They've if you look on the north side of Friars, they're doing a lot of work, but they're adding a lot of social things. I think a movie theater, a new fire truck, firehouse. Pretty exciting area. And by the way, that's where we are.
Right, that's where we're located.
We are in Mission Valley, if you ever want to watch the show.
And for example, you know, so I had a different one that we put on this week. It's hot too, because a lot of the resale condominiums, we had a real clean one bedroom at $250,000. The rents are great. People can make a profit if they buy it as a small investment, and it's so close to everything. The trolley, shopping, movies. People are loving it, and the new projects are coming in, like Savita, are over $700,000.
Savita is awesome.
Awesome.
I love that development.
It's a great alternative to downtown for young single people, and it has a different
and even
vibe.
if you're renting, I know we talked a lot about buying real estate. Even if you're renting, you're in America's finest city. You've won.
Awesome.
Real quick, because we're getting the wrap up here. Charitable guy. What are you doing at the end of the year now? How can we help you?
So Rady's Children's Hospital. So we're on a mission to donate over $10,000 towards Rady's Children's Hospital. We went and did a tour of the hospital with Lauren, the rep here. We have a photo, and so if you know, anytime people work with us, we donate a portion of the commission. And I would just say, just go check them out, see what they do. It's amazing things. We took a tour of the hospital, and it's just the good that they do. They have just everything they're doing, cutting-edge research. And they also have the Ronald McDonald's House, where they have out-of-town people coming in. And they service Riverside County and Imperial County and San Diego County.
Awesome, man. Well, I'm glad you're doing that. Tis the season. George Lorimer, we've appreciated you being on the show this year. Probably last time for the year, so I look forward to 2017. You keeping us updated on everything happening. And happy holidays.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, happy
All right, more of the American Dream.